First of all, I've got to ask you about the frogs. How did you do it? Did you stunt frogs?
Well, that's movie magic, and that's a secret.
That was great. Now, I've also got to ask you about getting Tom Cruise. I think that was a great story. Can
Yeah.
you tell me about how that happened?
It's one of those things that happens to you that you just think that will never happen. It's winning the lottery. It's becoming president of the United States. It's a shock. And I was going to London to promote Boogie Nights, and he had just coincidentally called my agent to see if I was interested in meeting him, which is sort of a joke right there. And I said, of course. And so I went to the set of Eyes Wide Shut, and we sat down and ate food and talked, and we sort of expressed our mutual admiration for each other. And I started to formulate the character already in my head of Frank T.J. Mackey. And I said, you know what, I'm going to call you in about 8 months, and I'm going to have a part for you. And he said, okay, do it. And it was the perfect timing because he was finishing Eyes Wide Shut. I finished writing, I handed it to him, and I hit the jackpot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there seems to be a real trend of big action stars or big stars taking smaller paychecks to do smaller movies. Why do you think that is?
You know, there's a lack of good material out there, do you know what I mean? And any true actor wants to just look for, any actor's just looking for something great to do, you know? And Tom was just looking for something wonderful, and I just happened to be lucky enough to deliver what he was looking for.
But your actors are very loyal to you as you are to them. You've had the same ones for almost all your pictures. Why do you do that?
It's just a family. It's a family environment, and there's a safety to it. And on top of that, they are my favorite actors. There is no other sort of choice for me. You know, it's not like I want to go work with Marlon Brando or Robert De Niro. They're wonderful actors, but I like Philip Baker Hall and Phil Hoffman better. You know?
And you, all your movies you've also written. Would you consider directing something that you haven't written?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's that'd be too hard. I'd feel strange about that.
Really?
Yeah. I'd write something for someone else, which I am going to do next. I'm going to write a movie for Jonathan Demme.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do that, but I got to direct my own thing, I think.
Yeah. I'd like to ask you about making Hard Eight. How did you get into that that picture, and how did you get all that cast right off the bat when you first started?
You know, I guess, again, it's we sort of talked about this before, it's just the strength of the script. And I think that's something in Hollywood that most people don't understand, is that if you have a good script, that means that actors will be in your movie. You know, any actor in the world is just looking for a good script. And Sam Jackson and Gwyneth Paltrow both loved the script. So it put me in a position to be able to say, and I'm directing this movie, here we go, you know. As long as the writing is good, any actor in the world will show up, really.
Really? But no one had any they weren't nervous that you were a first-time director? They didn't want to get somebody else to direct?
No, I think that if the script is strong enough, it shows that if you can do that, which is a really hard job, a much harder job than directing a movie, then you know, why not give them a shot?
Yeah. Well, it seems to be working out for you.
Yeah, it did. Works out okay.
Great talking to you.
Thank you very much.